Wasikudanganye.
Wasikudanganye. Let them not lie to you about my love for you. Yes.
Nande. It's exactly 18 minutes past the hour, 8 o'clock on this wicked Wednesday morning, Jalas. We are cooking with gas here. Tweets coming in.
Thick and fast.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And Jalas, I have a question to ask you.
Yeah.
A story a day.
My question has to do with the story a day, Jalas. And you know, sometimes you surprise me.
How now?
You even shock me at the amount of Kikuyu you know.
Oh, as a language?
Yes. Once, you know, or, you know, you're walking down the hallway and say, hey, Modoniwa, Kohana Atia. You know, so.
This goes back. Back. By the way, you remember last week I was looking for my friend of mine called Charles Theory.
Correct.
I got really contacts. He's called Wanjiku Theory on Facebook. Wanjiku Theory.
Okay.
I think he dropped the name Charles.
Right.
So he calls himself Wanjiku Theory.
Did you get in touch?
I'm supposed to get in touch this time. How did I get to know a few of this? Wow, this dates back in 2006, 2007, you understand? And I will tell you why 2007 was actually one of the most important times of me having to know Kikuyu and having to live. So when I moved to Mwiki and we were living with Charles Theory, you understand? I used to go to PCA church in Mwiki.
Okay.
You understand?
Which is all in?
Everything, the whole mass. The whole mass.
From start to finish.
From start to finish. If you don't know or don't want to learn Kikuyu, don't go to PCA Mwiki. You understand? They would preach, do everything in Kikuyu. So I would sit there, float. I didn't know anything. I would just float, but it got to a point where, you know what, I had to learn a bit of it because every single neighbor of mine in Mwiki was Kikuyu. How was that important? And how did I come to just like my Kikuyu friends and brothers? Is back on 2007. During the post-election violence. Now, things were really bad, eh?
Even in Mwiki?
In Mwiki was bad. And my landlady was Kikuyu. And every other person in the whole plot was Kikuyu. I was the only Luo in the midst. Remember, this is the time I used to live with Charles Theory, my Kikuyu friend, and is the one who had brought me to Mwiki. You understand?
Yeah.
So when we made money from the play we did called Tit for Tat, I left that house. Remember my first house?
Yes.
That when I opened my first
Your
house,
own house, yeah.
My own house, I locked it, walked to the key, came back, locked the key again, just to confirm that, you know what, this is my house. So in this one room, I could not leave. I could not leave the house. I was not able to leave the house.
Because outside...
everyone knew that I was Luo at that time. And things were hit and guys were fighting.
Outside your house?
Outside that place. And they knew it. So my landlady, who was a Kikuyu, and my neighbors, who were Kikuyus, actually fed me for all that period.
You're kidding me.
I'm not lying to you. I'm not lying to you.
Because you couldn't leave, even at night.
I could not leave during the night. I could not go anywhere. It used to be I have some money that I had and I would send somebody, go bring food, until that nobody was working at that time. But you see at Mwiki, there are people with the farms, there's this, there are people with the food reserves and things like that. So my landlord, my landlady, and my neighbors who are Kikuyus fed me throughout the post-election violence. You get it?
And this is how you're communicating? Or
We
how did you
started
pick
to
up
talk.
the language?
We started to talk. We were talking, and from the church, and also in the train. Like the first Kikuyu word I ever knew was Mogidi Ekwetema, because the train would come from Githurai,
Yes.
then would come already full.
Yes.
To Mwiki to pick us, you understand? And everybody would say, Mugidi Ekwetema,
Oketema.
Oketema, whatever that means.
Yes.
Only to come and learn that Mugidi is, the Mugidi is full, the train is full. Then I learned, Dieduda. Move to the back.
Move to the back. Dieduda.
Dieduda.
Yeah.
Sokaime.
Eh?
Chokai. I don't know what.
Shokake.
Chokai. I don't know what that meant or
Shokake.
whatever. A bit of that. Nini nini. You understand?
Wow.
That is how I got to learn a bit of this.
But they took care of you that time.
That time.
Where is your landlady now?
Wow, I've gone there twice, thrice. You know, the landladies who live next to their homes.
Correct.
Unfortunately, she passed on.
Oh no.
She passed on 2 years ago. Actually, went to her funeral. I went to her funeral in Muranga. I said somewhere around Muranga. There's a not Muranga town, just before Muranga town. That is where the funeral.
How did she die?
I think this chronic diseases.
Oh, okay.
One of these chronic diseases.
Okay.
But a big shout out to all my neighbors in Mwiki.
Including Charles, who you
And
need
Charles,
to, or Wanjiko.
Wanjiko Charles now, who I really have to call
You have to get in
and
touch.
follow, get in touch and pay homage to him and just thank him one more time that, you know what, because of you, I got my chance to do the first play at the National Theatre. I lived with you. You housed me in your one-room house, me, your brother, and your sister.
For how long?
For almost 2 months. I was sleeping on the couch. Yeah, and I would wake up, and you waking up to these people speaking a language that you don't understand.
Right.
But all we are sharing right now is the love. The sister would cook and would sit down there, and we are eating. You understand? That's why I've never understood this tribal thing. It has never occurred to me. I've never looked at someone and thought that, you know what? Because why it not for Charles? Why it not for the people in Mwiki who took care of me?
You'd probably be dead.
I would be dead by
be
now.
dead.
Oh, bro, I would be dead. Guys died.
Correct.
Guys died.
Correct.
Guys died.
And no one was thinking twice.
No one was thinking twice. Yes. My landlady talked to every single person in our plot and told them, listen. One of my other closest friends is called Peter Gadhambo. Peter Gadhambo, who actually now we stayed indoors with throughout all that time, just watching movies and waiting. Will things calm down?
Yeah.
Until the time now the coalition government was formed and guys started talking again.
Yes.
But the animosity was there. But me walking between them, I'd never been a problem. I'd never been a problem. And they welcomed me, and that's how I had to learn a bit of Kikuyu, because they used to call me Modoniwa. Modoniwa being Shemeji.
Correct. It's
Yes,
Shemeji, yes.
Shemeji, yeah.
In-law.
In-law. In-law.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, in-law. Modoniwa.
Mudhoniwa.
Kwanatia.
Yeah.
And they're walking.
Well done,
They
Chilas.
would. Then they start talking. Then they realize that there's somebody here who doesn't understand what we are talking
we're
about.
saying.
Then I would go to the Presbyterian church, and the whole mass is in Kikuyu, and they are seated there floating. Floating.
Things.
But only time you know your head is when you hear guy, God. And that's what we call
A story a day. Well done, Jilas. Well done.
It's the Hot Breakfast with Jeff and Jelano.